Hello, guys. Welcome back. Here it is one more political story added to a playlist. Stop the War. What the global is preparing for us. News from UK just a day before. Literally a new premiere. Is it really a new tough guy or a new marionette, a puppet? Literally, like we had the bunch of them in last few months in United Kingdom. What we are going to check the energy of the new premier, Richie Rishi Sunak, the Richie boy, the multi-millionaire, uh, who is about three time richer than King Charles. So let's go deeper. Let's see conspiracy. What's behind this story as well. We're going as well to check out his horoscope a little bit. Again, welcome to the Taurus Club. Richie Rishi Sunak, the new premier of UK, was born the day when was born Frida and me, myself, and Frida and Rishi. Literally the same day. So, is there hope for Rishi? Is he just is he really an experienced rich guy who doesn't know what to do at a tough time with the country, or he's really just one more handler from the globalist? We are going to check all your questions and doubts about him. Again, for a start, the positive thing that he is a Taurus, he can be a loyal, honest by nature to the position and focus and driven to do the things for sharing and for community. Is that possible to do it at that level of being a part of that casta, untouchable, elite casta? Is it possible that he can have that extra empathy for the country in need, for the world in need as well? So let's check out his chart for a start. Right, you can check out the page www.newindian.in. So there was literally done by Jyotish, the literal numerology, the Rishi Sunak explanation. So basically, to translate shortly, Rishi Sunak ascends to seat of a British Prime Minister, has a connection with the partial solar eclipse that literally occurred the same day on Tuesday. Again, that partial solar eclipse literally happened in India and Britain, and as well, he is the first United Kingdom first ever Prime Minister of color. It's not a nice word, but that's what it is in reality. I don't like people to be named by colors, like not nice. But again, that's the fact. It seems like in such a fake democratic society in UK, a first-time premier of color, like come on, United Kingdom, like you have majority of people that are taking care of your country, and basically they're the outside of UK, literally all the parts of the ex-colonies then turned to a Commonwealth, like you still have that majority of people, the foreigners that they leave basically. Just check up guys, London and the rest of UK. I mean, like basically living in London as a student many years ago and then going there after 20 years, like literally everybody were surprised, including me, because like you never seen in city that is the center of London, you couldn't see any like a local British local person. Like everybody were just like it's so cosmopolitan. The people are. It's same like in my Athens, Greece. Like you could see only not you. You couldn't see the pure British United Kingdom original person. you could see only in the city center of London, you could see only the expatriates community. And first of all, Rishi Sunak is a part of that uh, new expatriate community. His father has moved to UK, what I understood, and he was born there 1980, 1980, 12th of May. Like I said, he's a Taurus like Frida and me and myself and Richie, Rishi, pardon. And first of all, his birthplace, like by this Indian magazine, eventually he was born in Karka Lagna. And it's very interesting because the number of the birthplace of Rishi Sunak is 4. And that is a positive for him and helping him to become a prime minister of today. So he was born in Ashwini Nakshatra, and the sun is placed in the 10th place in his planetary chart. Again, this is the Indian horoscope, is Jyotish. The same places as it is in Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath planetary chart. People having such a placement of the sun in their planetary chart have much chance of becoming king from birth. Such people don't have to contest uh, for election to become a king. They are just naturally born kings. It's interesting. Kargalagna prime ministers are very close to the public and become very successful, like Indian first prime minister Jawaharlal Nehru, his daughter Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Remember Indira Gandhi? Oh, I loved Indira Gandhi. Also had the Karka Lagna in her planetary chart. As well, the day when he was elected on Tuesday for United Kingdom first Indian Norwegian British Prime Minister, he was invited by a ceremony organized, of course, by King Charles III to form a government. Rishi Sunak met the king at Buckingham Palace after the letter acceptance the resign of the Liz Truss rights, of course. We heard that the day before, and we were talking already about that. Wow. Because I predicted in two reading about Liz Truss that she won't stay longer than 2 months. So, first, let's check out what's the first opening for him. This is a pure strategy. First of all, this guy, to remind you, he was on the top of the party, winning the Conservative Party, literally over the former Premier Boris Johnson. So, yes, that was as well hold as a truth. Like he was almost to be there. Like, and this is a pure strategy. Like they wanted to put him on a hold. Like it's I'm just going to say this was a racistic because when they put him on a hold, but now they're like apologetic, but they're not honest in the politics because definitely they didn't have a plan to have him there. They just put him to be a side player. That's what I see with the Four of Pentacle. Why? Because they have a prejudice because this guy is not an original British. Yes, they're racistic. That this teamwork who literally put him on a hold because why? First of all, Richie was not elected on the start. Why they took this awful list? Because, as well, like I said, because he was not by origin, he was like expatriate. He was not born there, and seems like that's why they were putting him by side, like a side. You have a side player on a match. Yes, that's what I see, and that's the total truth. Hmm. As well now, because the country is almost at the start of the civil war and deep into the global war, like this judgment of the people literally was as well the reason that they were putting him by side. First of all, because he was a foreigner, right? That uh, literally instead of him they choose Liz Truss. Another thing, because the people they would judge him when a country is deep into the financial problem to have that multimillionaire um, premier. That was like not a good idea. They thought that he's having a lack of experience and that he cannot have that enough empathy, like, oh, I don't have obligation. I don't know nothing about what these people are suffering, what people are now suffering at this moment. And that's the truth, because people they do still think, they doubt if Rishi can deliver that empathy and the right solution, because he has everything. Like, if you're the Rishi, Mr. Rishi Sunak, if you are a Saint Francis, Francesco Italian pronunciation, that guy who was from later on turned to be a saint, the guy who was a member of the rich aristocratic family, and he literally sold out all his possessions for the common people, then I would believe that you are the solution. But you're not ready to share your wealth with your country. So then my prediction has to stop here. Yes, welcome your comments, guys. Correct? Because if somebody has like 780 millions, like, probably while your country is now suffering and all the world is suffering, like, how can you contribute to fixing the trouble of the people who are in almost at the edge of life and hungriness? So there is a great photo illustration where they literally compare. First of all, there is this comic illustration, caricature. They arrived that same day when they're shaking the hands, King Charles uh, and a new premiere on Tuesday. And literally, they make this caricature that you see on my cover page. I think I put that one right because I was changing few photos, but this is the most funniest, where it's saying like King Charles is shaking the hand and he's literally comparing, oh, my mama has less money than your wife as well. So, plus, first of all, he's from elite family, and another thing, plus his wife from 2008 or something as well. She's 730 730 millions pounds fortune hires. So that's like more than double. Yes, that's more than double of the personal wealth of Charles III. That's about 370. Like, this is nonsense. Why people have this possession? Why don't they sell it and they just give it to Swaziland? Like, just give it to a Punjabi, because I think that he's originally from, yes, Punjabi family. Like, go and give it there to Punjabi poor people on the street. This is so annoying how people have a lack of empathy. How they are not even ashamed to have all these numbers collected in possession. So, yes, first of all, he's from the Punjabi Khatri family, and his paternal grandfather had moved to Africa before India gained independence. And now that city is in the Punjabi province of Pakistan side of Punjab. Later, Sunak's father moved to UK and Sunak birth took place in UK on May 12, 1980. Yes, it's UK. Just position in his chart on that Indian horoscope is literally giving him this aspect that I already said on the start. And it's amazing illustration how they compare it with other famous politicians. They have the same aspect, literally in Karka Lagna. And literally, it's giving him literally that abundance of being naturally born leader, naturally born king. Amazing. The same aspect had literally the another premier, I think at this moment premier of India, and then is having the Uttar Pradesh chief minister, and then was having as well Indira Gandhi. Beautiful. So let's check up what's happening. What else? One second. Just not to open some window. Just to compare a little bit of conspiracy. Just comparing again. So, why did they hold him? We said because of the judgment of the surrounding in this global period. Right. There is this global crisis, hungriness, and like they didn't want the country to be angry, choosing the multimillionaire. And as well because he's was expatriate, right? Like not original blood of being British. Probably they meant British whites, right? With their approach. Again, I don't like against God. I'm against any kind of racistic statement, but this reading it take you there. Why was the reason why Rishi Sunak was not taken on the start? Why they make mistake with 44 days choosing the least trust? You can check the least trust reading. I made two times as well the reading, and I said that she won't stay longer uh, than 2 months. And in the last reading last week, I said we won't have her before like till Christmas. She won't be there. And then there was a confirmation on Monday, like wow, she's apologetic, she's leaving, and here it is. Now we're doing Rishi Sunak. What amazing moment for United Kingdom. Like their politicians are so reckless, like their politicians the same that they were doing the bombing in the middle of the Europe of ex-Yugoslavia, later on Serbia. The same politicians who were literally saying always yes to the NATO and yes to US as well. The same politician, they cannot find the right person, one right person that could be just a common person from a society, intellectual, and just a typical standard British family. They found the multimillionaire. Why? Why at this moment they need the multimillionaire when the people are hungry all over the world and when they're hungry in United Kingdom? So this was already arranged. When we have here the situation, look at the result of his hard work, and he was already there on the top of the Conservative Party. He won this election over Boris Johnson. So just the actions were already taken, as you see. He was already, I do believe, was happening like the end of the summer, right, just before Liz Truss was elected. And do check up when he resigned, like he resigned because they literally took Rishi Sunak instead of Boris Johnson for a new president. As you see, this was already a result of his hard work. And I do not get, again, was that his wife on the bottom? Is his wife pushing him with all her connections and all her cash, supporting his promotion? Frida is confirming. Frida the Taurus, she's snoring and confirming for Richie because he was born after all the Frida day of birth. So, and his wife, Rishi Sunak wife, literally was supporting all this media war, helping him campaign literally, as you see, and she supported him with all his wealth to bright like a star over the media. This was already so much invested in the pastime from her side. Seven of Pentacle from the Empress, from her wife's side, promoted. Seems like was as well bringing a great new friends alliance through a family of his wife. 1 second to see on the bottom. Yes, the circle of friends and the start alliance. Look at alliance towards success. And yes, that marriage literally alliance towards success. Literally, again, guys, there is a certain darkness on the bottom again because I see him becoming a reverse here out of the power because everything is based on the power of his wife and his hands are tied as well with that alliance with the global elite. Yes, wrong people again, wrong choices, Rishi, like wrong. And why this is confirmed? Because look at guys, he lost the power reverse emperor. He just showing up the first days, a warning for us, as this is a prediction, as a reverse person, like out of the power, while his wife has that power of decision and out of the power, and that's the secret. And this secret as well will be raised. Interesting, because look at the secret revealed reverse moon and it's so clear. Amazing opening. How long he can hold, that would be my next question. Let's see. Will Rishi Sunak stays longer than Liz? Wow, yes. 10 of Pentacle, because he can handle with the 10 of Pentacle. He comes from elite. He's a part of this contract with the devil. Yes. 2 times 10 of Pentacle. So I'm going to leave it here. Again, will Rishi Sunak stay till the end of his appointment function, however you name it? Wow. First of all, for the friend circle, this is like a second time I'm arriving. I was supposed to be here from September. It's like I'm revisiting. I was already like a last choice. Yes. And I'm now having a serious cash because the other one didn't have any idea how to help out the country. As well, there is definitely a possible scandal. There is definitely possible scandal about that female that could be brought to a light, and that put him in a position to avoid. Yes, there was definitely some idea about the Queen of Wands and like, should I cancel this? Is it a fair that the fair was putting him like away from a small gossip that was putting him away, like obstacle towards fast track going towards that same position. So that was a small obstacle. Yes, and then he had to return because seems like his wife has banned. Look at the wife he had paid these medias. Remember, Empress had paid the medias. Literally, look at. She paid the medias to blockage of what was really the scandal, a small secret around Rishi Sunak. So, again, will Rishi Sunak stay all the period of the war with Russia? Wow, he's walking away. Wow, wow, wow. Six of swords and like two times six of swords. This guy will literally walk away like I don't want to deal with this situation. Like I can just walk away. Why? Because I'm an experienced spoiled brat from that family, right? It's giving me a hard time. I really don't have cojones for this. Yes. And everything that I have done, I have taken the risk because my wife has a cash, so we can just depart and leave. I don't care for this position. Definitely, I won't be depressed like Liz Truss was because she was definitely not having a pentacle. She was losing a lot of with that resigning. Wow, I want to check when he will resign. One, explain me that card. When he will resign. Wow. First, hold on. A little bit longer than Liz Truss. Yes. Not now. Not now. It could happen in a period of 4. Wow. Travel, walking away. Hmm. After certainly being rejected. What is now start? Oh, okay. It's the end of October, right? Almost November. So let's calculate. There will be as well a second round of election. Something that will be a second round of election where literally they're going to put him on a hold. Yes. Yes, he's going literally to walk away. Look at guys again. Walking away, releasing. Wow. It's interesting. So let's see. Month. Is it the 4th month in a year around the Aries season? That will be another time to analyze. Now we're just checking his energy and circumstances as well. What his secret for literally reaching out to the top in the politics, except that he was born into this being on the top of the pyramid into the elite. So, first of all, his wife fortune is her family has like even if it's a Bangalore based IT firm, and all the wealth has started from there. Infosys is the name of that IT firm, founded by Mr. Sunak father in law. As well, he has 4 houses, Penthouse, California. Um, he's comparing with the King Charles that his own personal fortune is not quite so vast. A second, sorry guys for my short. Let me see. Mr. Sunak. Let's give this. There's an advertise here just to close it. I can't stop now. So, first of all, King Charles would be worth more. However, were calculation to include the Duchy of Lancaster and the state owned by the monarch since 14th century. Oh my God! But he cannot still reach out that figure, that number that is having this Rishi Sunak family. Mr. Sunak owes much of his affluence to his wife family again. Father-in-law Narajana Marty recently ranked the sixth richest person in India and 654 in the world. Oh my God, there is so many. They could save this world, these 650 people at least, or thousand. They could really save if they would share their millions. They could really save the world from the hungriness, the orphans, by education and simple food. But they don't want, right? That's what the globalist alliance, they don't want. They just want to profit. That's why they sold the soul to a satanistic cult of the globalist, or rather, we can simply call it they are sold out to a devil. So, like we said, that Mr. Sunak is like behind the scene is his wife, investments, business that funnels investments through Mauritius even. So there is India, there's Mauritius, there is real estate in US and of course in UK as well. There is a funny thing because guys, he had show up on that ceremony with the King Charles in Buckingham Palace in the most modest car, like Volkswagen, I do believe. So he took this modest car for that duty, like just people not to be furious, but like, hello, look at this chart with all this wealth all over the planet Earth and with all these numbers. Like, are you kidding? Coming with the Volkswagen, it doesn't change. So here it is on the map. They compare Rishi Sunak. He has a car, Volkswagen, and Range Rover, Lexus, and BMW. While King Charles, I don't think he's ever driven, but okay, he possessed Jaguar XJ, Aston Martin, the B6 Volant. My God, I don't know how this looks. Jaguar I-Pace, that's what I saw, and Rolls-Royce Phantom 4. And I do believe that was supposed eventually Prince Harry to inherit from the grandmother. So another side, properties, let's compare. Santa Monica Penthouse, Kensington New House, Brompton Road Flat, Minor House in Yorkshire, while King Charles, Buckingham Palace, Sandringham Estate, Balmoral, Windsor, Kensington Palace, Clarence, Dumfries, Castle of May, cottages, etc. Again, comparing with businesses of Sunak family, Infosys, International Market Management, Catamaran Venture, New and Lingwood, Akshata Designs, Digme Fitness. I do believe that they resigned from the fitness idea, like a wellness idea of his wife. That project is cancelled. And I'm not sure as well for this catamaran venture, is it still active or not? Because there is another photo of literally what is still valid and what is a cancelled business of them. But finally, the number is talking a lot. He looks like a mama boy, I must say. I'm serious. He really looks like a college boy. That boarding face. Yes, boarding and boring face. Like I'm just trying to follow what my parents are doing. And I do believe he has that energy that he would listen traditionally to what his parents will say. It's interesting. And again, I hope I don't cancel because I'm scrolling trying to find another approach to his horoscope. So there is that statement again, the first day, and there's teasing him. Is UK leader Rishi Sunak to reach tool in the tough times? Like with my prediction, he's going to walk away with the six of swords, literally packing, leaving five of swords. Like first I was undecided, but as well my wife has pushed me. Let's go. It's too toxic with the nine of swords. It's too toxic. They don't know where they're heading because another thing being a richy person, another thing being involved in some kind of a scandal, and the scandal is here. Yes, it's ready. It's knocking at the door of the medias. So that will be very interesting to see what will happen. There's a scandal to put him in position literally, wow, to run away from that position. So so it's very funny because the people as well they talk about my YouTube babies. They talk about on Instagram, they send in the comments right now about it's not that globalist cup about Davos. What I think about that about the Davos, the World Economic Forum that is happening right now with that nickname Davos, and I think it's happening right now on which location? I think this time it's like, is it in Rio? Somebody said in Rio. Sorry, guys, I didn't have information about Davos. It would be pretty risky if it's happening in the Middle East. Because again, it's an emergency state. We think the war is too far away, but sorry, it's happening. It's in the air. So once more, Richie Sunak status. I'm just checking again, not the Indian horoscope. Let's see, this is a fun one. Taurus having a description physical of him. So fun. So this is estrohelp.com, not astro, estro. So Rishi Sunak was born on May 12th, 1980. He is a Conservative Party member and served as the Treasury Chief Secretary from July 2019 to February 2020 of the party. Since 2015 election, he has served as the Richmond Premier. He went to Winchester College to study, Fulbright Scholar. He earned the MBA Stanford as well. After studying PPE and Lincoln College in Oxford, following graduation, he worked for Goldman Sachs, of course, before becoming a partner at the Children Investment Fund Management, a hedge fund. Of course, a hedge fund for spoiled brat. The Taurus zodiac sign is represented by people who were born between April 20 and May 20. So he is literally a second decade of Taurus, intelligent, aspirative, reliable, loyal, practical to fix the problems of others. Should he be a right solution? By zodiac signs, start of zodiac signs, since it's okay. He's practical, logical, as well. Taurus, they can be devoted to their own comfort on the other side, and they love their routine. They enjoy having the upper hand. Their materialism is an outgrowth of their search of stability. So their materialism is just for the uh, stability of safety, comfortable zone. They are patient and stable people, loyal to their friends. There is a saying that the Taurus are great for others, not for themselves. So he prefer, and they don't mind eating the same thing repeatedly or sticking with the same look for a week. I never heard of this kind of Taurus, but okay, I'm Taurus Leo. They would rather have consistency than orderly chaos. They enjoy figuring out what makes them the happiest and then punishing themselves to the limit with it. What is this? What kind of analysis is this? Like it's like sadomaso kind of personality. They enjoy figuring out what makes them happiest and then pushing themselves to the limit with it. I think they're the moderate one. That's my impression. They love the gastronomy, but they're moderate on their own sweet way. Yes, that's Frida. Look at she's so sweet and skinny, and I'm skinny. But we are still gastronomic, right, Frida? We are comparing with Frida, I mean, because we are the Taurus. Born almost the same day. So here it is the funny description of his physical appearance. Rishi Sunak, born under the Taurus, he has good height, a lovely physique, a prominent nose, a broad forehead, a lovely eyes, and will be calm and handsome. Rashi is Jupiter. He will be well liked, respectful, and have a pleasant disposition. He will be devoted to God and his parents. And yes, he is really proud to be in making photos in temples. Yes, he loves Hinduism. It's not like he's ashamed of this, pretending to be like British, European. He really followed the religions of by his by his roots. I wanted to put that photo where he's in temple with his wife and he was so super shiny. He really enjoyed the ritual. So he can be devoted to a god, he's traditional, to his parents. That's what I saw from his aura already, as well devoted to his teachers and his knowledge. As well, he is very educated in the Shastras, have a good character. He's he can be a mix of a liberal and serious, a good orator, a scholar, gifted, loved by his family and friends, honest, and a dreamer. Did I say he has a face of being idealistic? That's what it is. Dreamer. He will profit from the wealth of others, enjoy wearing the nice clothes. Wow, that's what from he's profiting already from a marriage with his wife, right? Correct. His greatest strength is his ability to work honestly and diligently at all he undertakes. Adore family, his wife and kids, they receive his love. He values honesty and hard work, surrounds himself with others who share his respect for authority. He is a joyful, he has a knowledge of stress reduction. I do believe he's doing the meditation. and nobody can make him angry. Yes, that's the real Taurus. Like, wow, you don't want to see a Taurus angry. But he's like a therapist. Taurus are always trying just, they're not in panic, they're just trying like to be a therapist and fix other people trouble, and when they even attack them they try to have a perspective and turning towards the peace. I hope this could turn to that war situation, but he won't stay long. Because why? Because the war profiteer, they don't want a peacemaker. Yes. Even if his since his life is greatly blessed by God, he's always motivated by the majesty and might of his ancestors. Great, great reading. This is a nice parallel with our prediction with the tarot. Again, what would be advice for him? I'm just going to open the last tarot deck. 1 second. Let's open with the last tarot deck. And will they make one scandal? Will they? Wow, look at the death card. Will explain me. Because of somebody's dishonesty, they are going to make some fake situation. Like I said, they are going to this guy. They're going to put literally, they want to block him with arranging the fake situation. It will be totally framed. Look at dishonest, the end. Look at to put him on blockage. Yes, dishonest media information about so-called sex scandal. Really, that's what they're preparing the war profiteers. Yes, look at definitely Queen of Wands, the third party situation, but the fake one. That's what they're going to put. And my advice to him, because it seems like it's already manifesting, that literally walking away thanks to some kind of a cheek will show up really, and literally he will be disturbed, his energy being on the top. Look at reverse emperor will be disturbed with that thing. And what is advice for Rishi? Wow. Share your gifts, share your money with your country. If you want to stay, they think that they brought you pentacle, but he's going to take a break. Look at on the bottom. Wow, he's going to be priority. No, it's my family and me priority. I'm not going to share my wow, wow, wow. They're literally going to dare him to invest. Knight of Pentacle, you're a better solution. We are taking you for a second round because you were our last choice after Liz. Liz was priority. Never mind, we don't have another better solution, but you can bring us the pentacle. But no, he will say, no, I want a break because this was not my intention. I loving first myself and my family's priority, and I didn't want to share the possession of my family with. And definitely with this, again, I repeat for a second time, he's not a saint and he's not a Saint Francis. He's not a Saint Francesco or Saint Francis, that a rich guy who sold everything for a noble cause, for saving the people from the hunger, from a crisis. But literally, guys, be careful, Rishi. They're going to frame you. Look at this candle. Yes. So let me just put these guys for a second. TikTok. Wow, there's a lot of things. Let me just. Welcome to Tarot Questions now. Don't forget to hit the like. It will be added to a playlist, Stop the War, and justice will be served with celebrity reading as well, the global war. readings, do check up and share both playlists as well with your surrounding as well. If you like the reading, you may check during the live stream. You can book the private, of course, with the full prices, but as well during the live stream on total discount with your donation. There is a link as well. Just a free card without question, of course, you may introduce. We're going to have now free cards, so you may introduce guys, join the chat while I'm just putting on a TikTok this card position. The short, wow, 1 second. I have added the TikTok on this telephone. 1 second. 1 second. One second. The Halloween something second. Oh, it's great. So, Rishi Sunak was brought here as a second solution. It's interesting because of his material possession, but he won't be ready to share the gift. He will walk away very soon because he will have a frame situation of some scandal, unfortunately, like fake situation with the Queen of Wands as well. That's why he's seen here as losing the power because of that secret revealed from the media. Another thing that his wife is pushing with all her is manifesting his career to the top with all her family business. She had investing a lot into his career. Good luck, Richie. Be careful with that scandal. Sunak was brought here as a second solution. It's interesting because of his material possession, but he won't be ready to share the gift. He will walk away very soon because he will have a friend situation, some scandal, unfortunately, like fake situation with the Queen of Wands as well. That's why he's seen here as losing the power because of that secret revealed from the media. Another thing that his wife is pushing with all her is manifesting his career to the top with all her family business. She had investing a lot into his. For sure. Okay, it's there.
Over here.
Let's see. It's arriving, guys. That was free shipping. Just a warning against dishonestly a fake scandal will put him through the media, literally like literally will bring him literally to resign. Look at guys. So many cards. Let me just save this to a YouTube as well. This is a TikTok, guys. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter as well. See you a little bit later, guys. Peace and love, and do pray for the power of love to stop the war and the war profiteers. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and put the alarm bell.